go yet? Are you done with your beer?
Almost.
How about now?
Almost.
Let's get going. There's a whole big valley waiting for us. But you're too focused on the bottom of that mug to see it.
Ah, yes, Lily. But the bottom of this mug is very interesting to me.
I'll leave without you. Don't think I'm bluffing. I don't need some smelly old uncle to hold my hand.
Why are you so impatient? Are you worried that the mists are going to come back before I finish my drink?
Well, now I am. Can we go yet? Are you done with your beer?
Almost.
How about now?
Almost.
All right, you guys have been listening to Mr. Pandaria, the child complaining version. I have no, or is it working now? Yeah, I was talking to my wife. That's why.
Travel well. All right. I suppose we have.
Sorry, I was turned the camera on, and my wife and I were still having a little chit chat.
Enough ale between them to fill a can. Let's go find something to drink.
No worries, no worries.
Beer gets you off your butt, then sure.
That means
Go find
you're
some beer.
looking out for me in case I
Oh, Shine. You kids have fun at Mud Mug. And thanks again.
did something silly like, oh, that's a big dragon way over there. If I could see it over here and put a knife on it, that's somebody just killed it. Dang. Okay, there. I may not have
Head.
finished this.
Weird.
We are the outsiders here. We probably look even weirder to him.
Only because
Yeah.
I'm traveling with this outsider.
Now watch, I probably have to fight it. So I haven't.
Sorry, but
I know I've done so much of it, but I think I was at a point where I only needed to get to a certain level.
Stranger. We are looking for a brewer named Mud Mug. Do you know of him?
I've got a feeling
And this is my niece, Lee.
I don't know if I did all of the. I have to
Damn it
look
all. I've probably beaten up
on my
about
other characters and see if I
1 million vermin
finished
back
this
on the
whole
Wandering Isle.
thing. Now I'm curious
Have a
because
vermin problem?
I don't remember all this. But then again, I just turned 50, so. Critter Wompin'.
Told you he was weird.
I told you he was weird. It's funny, they give like most of the pandas Asian accents except for this one, and then they give him a southern one. I do like the voice acting in this. I may turn up the voice acting on it because that's hilarious. So back to leveling up my extra character to get all those extra goodies.
Well, hello, neighbor. Yep.
Of course, he makes beer.
Hey.
The one with the southern draw makes beer. Yeah, it's,
Until next time.
All right, let's go.
you know what? I don't know what the whole. Chin is the goat. Yeah. Zoom in. He look badass. I ain't gonna lie. Look for a monk. For a monk. Panda. All right. What am I supposed to be doing? Marigold, animal blood. In Warcraft 3. Yeah, I love how they took the lore of Warcraft, put it in this game, and then their expansions were, we didn't do this. Why don't we do this from the lore? And voila. Hey, there's this part of the lore. And there's been, War Within, I think, is an expansion of the lore, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. That's why I think, because they're trying to expand the lore with the next expansion, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that's why there's a possibility we're getting a World of Warcraft 2. I'd say maybe in 2 years. 2-3 years. I think they're like, okay, let's tell more of the storyline, because we through World of Warcraft, this game, the prince is now king. Through events. So the timeline has been moving forward. And I could be wrong. I'm not as big as a lore buff as some other people are. I know there are people that like study and have all the books and everything else in between. So if I happen to get something wrong, go ahead and correct me. I'm not. I guess I can get. Oh no, it's from the wolves. I can get the blood from. And I have to keep an eye out, because somewhere over here was that big old dragon thing. I don't want to accidentally walk into Dragonland. Oh, that gave me 5. So if that's... Now, those are bad, but those won't give me... Oh, but these will. Ooh. That was a cold breeze. AC must have kicked on. Really don't want to kill the small ones. Listen to me being all diplomatic. I don't want to kill the babies. Yeah, he doesn't want me to kill him either. He ran away. Kill them all. I do know that a friend of mine, because I was complaining about friends I play with not wanting to listen to the exposition or story of Dying Light 2. One of my friends reached out to me and was like, hey, if you want to do the story stuff, I'll do the story stuff. So maybe I'll have a stream with a friend doing Dying Light 2 soon, where we just go back and forth. And okay, so I need to be in the zone. Yeah. Or else it doesn't count. And I know there's a lot of story in Dying Light 2, but it seems silly to me to play that game and your choices have decisions, and then just to brush through all the times you would make decisions. And all they want to do is just kill zombies. I'm like, okay, you're 50 some odd years old and you have no patience. Like, okay, I get it. So people don't like the stories of games. I like stories of games. I like it when a game makes me cry. It makes me all emotional. I feel affected by the mood of the game. He's way over there, so I think there's 2 zones. Let me... Mud mugs. That kind of sounds like a beer too. They have to go to school at 9, right?
School starts at 9 when I have to be there at 8:30.
Right. Okay. I'm just... Uh-oh. I was just making sure. Alright, I've got to check on one of my boys, because I haven't heard him moving around. That makes me think he is not... Oh, I thought I had... put a camera on this. Oh, added the wrong thing. That doesn't. Here, let me put a camera. There we go. That way you guys can at least see the chair and know when I come back. All right, be right back. Like the sign says. we are. I'm back. And let's... I gave it some time for stuff to spawn back in. Yay. Okay, that part is done. Now I get to kill those 3. Nope, that didn't stop his doing that. Okay. Well, it's a pirate. Frenzy hopping. I guess that. What was his name? I don't know. There's the big one. And there's the last one. He tossed a skillet at me. That's crazy. And he keeps tossing skillets at me. There we go. Yep. Well, it's not that far that I have to go, but just want to avoid.
What you doing? What? You've got to go already? Bye now.
May your journey be long.
Oh, uh-huh.
See ya.
Maybe he's panning for go. Oh, yeah, that's okay. That now you make me feel foolish. Okay, cool. That's all right. Word salvation. Metagem. Oh, really? How many do I have? Metagems over here as well. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yes, I'm going through it. And, I need to move out some of my gear, obviously. Quest item. Alright. I need to get rid of all this that I'm not using. And now back to where you were before. Really? I can't get up the hill? Huh. That's kind of easy. Hmm. So I just need one more vermin to fall for the trick. Stolen sacks of hops. And I see him now. This could still come in handy to maneuver stuff away from me. Whoop. Not that handy. Well, I tried. Oh, snap. Oh, they're throwing carrots at me. I wasn't planning on them throwing carrots at me. I did not plan for that. Exactly right. That's kind of funny. They were definitely more planned for the adventure than I was. And I went through the other hole. Focus on this guy. This is definitely the... I'm going to say one of the cooler missions with the ability to make them run from the false carrot. Get my hops. My hop sacks. Give me all your vegetables. Vegetables. Ooh, excuse me. Did not mean to coffee burp into the... Uh-oh. I think... Yeah. That's the chief. There's probably no way I could fool him into thinking that. Ooh, he's like... What does he have in his hand? Oh, that's not right.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now I get help?
Looks like I made it just in time.
Oh, you're telling me, dude.
I'll let you
And voila, the last one. Yay. And he just walks past all the active stuff. Yeah, of course. I gotta fight my way out again.
I need to target something first.
Yay. Oh, got out of there. Woohoo. The boring leveling.
So long, Dan. Yep. So long, Dan.
That is too funny. So long, man.
You seem a little parched.
What's up? Take me with you.
Ooh. Oh, forgot to put my WoW head on. I've got a feeling he didn't wake up. Yay, I got another power.
Brewing. Come back with some stories. Mudmug, this is fantastic. Frog, too.
Oh, thanks.
Be right back. Gonna double check on my son.
Over anything from that Storm Stout Brewery.
Wait, did you say Storm Stout Brewery?
Well, shoot. Of course. They're the biggest brewing family in the whole valley. Wait a dang minute. You're a Storm Stout?
Yes, I am. Tell me, where is the Storm Stout Brewery? I must see it for
Will
myself.
you just keep going down this same road? But
I am going. Lily, you stay here. I will come back. Promise me. You will keep out of trouble while I am away.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I can't believe he left me with the weird mud guy.
Got only 4 days of a week of, and next week's their last week of it. What do they do? Everything they can not to
Hey!
do summer school.
Okay, see you around. What? You've gotta go already?
all right then. Careful with that there vial. She's a bit leaky.
Oh, great. Gives me a leaky vial. How far off? Oh, it's actually. Why do I have a feeling that's for the vial? it will spill while that's creative. So do I need to bring it back to him? Will it leak when I start to fly?
What?
Okay,
Done
perfect.
already? Are you sure you don't want to keep wading in this gross water? Maybe we can find some more weird, splashy bottles to fill with mud. My favorite part was when you splashed muddy water.
We have to go. Okay, she's in the water with me. It's not. Saying we've seen the waterfalls. That's interesting. Do I need to take her up there to the? I bet you that's what it is. Okay. No.
Hey,
There we go.
that waterfall.
That was kind of weird placing of that one. Not sure why it was placed there. That was easy. Oh, you would think she would have the. See, this is some of the errors in the game. It says up there, but it means down here.
Fine day. See ya.
What you doing? Bye now. Look, here he comes now. How is the brewery, Uncle?
Bah. I do not want to talk about it.
What's up, honey? There we go.
Hey yo, I travel well.
Now we get to see what happened to Chin.
I found the brewery and made my way inside. I decided to look around for someone else from the Storm Stout family.
Yay! Yoo-hoo! Ha-ha! Hoo-hoo-hoo! Look, it's me, Mario, Fat Panda.
Accepting visitors right now. I am no visitor. I am Chen, Storm Stout. But we are family. I am a Storm Stout from the Wandering Isle. We aren't allowing anybody in the brewery right now.
Ooh.
There is no need to speak to me that way. Wait, what is going on behind you? That's nothing. Now go away. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Oh, panda food. Oh. I
was
did.
taken, but I did not give up. I pursued the strange old brewer to ask him some more questions.
I don't know if he was out here or not.
Everything's fine. It's all under control. Come, speak with me. Let's sit down and talk. Have a beer together.
Yes, let's
No sitting,
have a beer.
no talking, and none of your horrible beer. Hey, what's that behind you?
You will have no treaty, no weapons, and no Lieutenant Naw. You could, yeah, I almost say it was Kung Fu. I want to say maybe the first Kung Fu Panda came out the same time this did.
To give him one more chance. I was not about to give up on family.
I could be wrong. But I do believe maybe even the same year. I have to look. I'll have to Google it and verify.
I don't understand, old man. What have I done to upset you? Not what you've done. It's who you are. You are not welcome here, Chen Storm Stout. That was all I needed to hear. Shunned by my own blood. I turned and left.
No.
Sit down. Have a drink. Come back with some stories. Lily, let's go. Your uncle has got something to prove.
Finally, there's the Uncle Chen I've been waiting for.
Uh-oh. Oh, my neck. Sorry, adjusting my wonderful chair. Oh, I see what. I forgot to do that. That's probably some of the reasons why. It's taking.
You seem a little parched.
Go do what I know.
First, we're going to need some sweet malts. You can find your malts at the granary, I reckon. Mud Mug. I'm here to help with that fancy beer you was talking about. Glad to have you. We will
But
be
they
making-
do love their beer.
Can you get a few barrels of water? Get her done.
Well,
Lily, you get the malts. I will research the local brew. We'll meet back here.
Research? Sure.
It is the Wanderer's way.
Now, I do need to find out, because where on the map is... I know there's a repair guy somewhere. Maybe in here? Or does any of my stuff need repair? Well, that's interesting. So through this whole thing, you don't need repair, which I guess kind of makes it go a little faster. Okay, let me go this way and the lazy turnip. Still got eye crispies in my eye. Doggone it. Been that for a while. I know I've wiped the face. Now that looks like a farm.
Come, speak with me. Goodbye. Keep the peace. Stay focused.
We got the spare hops, but I guess I better do
Hello. May your deeds live on in story.
Oh, this is going to take a while. Water the carrots. Okay. Good Lord, this moves quick. What am I supposed to be on? Sugar beets. Got it. Okay. Well, crap. This is... You gotta be fast to water. Melons. Where the hell are the melons at? Way over there. I think I'm supposed to be riding on something. And I warped right into the... sugar beets. Doggone it. I'm on the wrong side for the sugar beets. Sure enough, it says, turn back. Where the heck is the green spinach? Giant carrots. There we go. Yay! Finished that. Okay, that was
What
weird.
is your hurry? Goodbye.
mission that I'd have a fleeting memory of. I'm not sure what the bronze is all about, but apparently it is something I need to do. Okay.
Speak up. Until next time. Slow down.
Forget to get something out for supper.
Roger that. Probably ribs. I was gonna throw them in the oven, I guess, before I leave. That way they'll be done. What else? We've got other stuff though, right? Yeah. Okay. It's cool. Discussing dinner. I need to put on my alarm to remind me to tell my son. Oops. Ooh, excuse me. And he's got to get to school. Alright, I need to go this way. I've got a feeling they're going to try and make me water a lot of plants.
Yellow. Yep. See ya. So long, then. Let's head out into that glade. Look for dark, swirling pools of water. That'll be the good stuff. This water looks pretty good over here. Something's a little funny about this here water. Ouch! Something pinched me. Get it.
He got pinched. It was too funny. Okay.
Looks like he's got a little bit of that water stuck in his gills. I'll just soak this up.
And no one will notice. Oh, that's... Well, these beer making pandas do some disgusting things with their beer. I tell you what.
Boy, howdy. Look at this pretty little pool.
Let's see how big we can make those barrels.
Let's see here. Hot damn! Water spider. Smush 'em.
You smush them.
I'll just scrape some of this water from these little spider-bound parts. A little bit of poison never hurt no one, right? This water seems a little too... what's that word? Oh, yeah. Clean.
Well, that is... That there is disgusting, I tell you.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Ain't no spiders or crabs in this water. Crap. Dang old croc nearly took off my hand.
I need to charge you.
Holy smokes. This fella swallowed a lot of water. I ought to pick some up. I'll bet that Jen never made no croc belly water beer. This should be the last of it. I reckon we got enough. Oh, hi there. All right then. I'm trusting you not to lead me into any rivers, animal mouths, nothing like that. Wait, which way did you go? You got any other errands you need to run? Don't you worry about old Mudbug. Just poke me when we get there.
Just poke him when we get there. Well, that sounds erotic. Now, I'm doing the actual walking. I started thinking about I probably could fly there. But, you know, game mechanics, you never can tell what you can and can't do. Oop. Not this way.
I reckon. Told you I was strong. Didn't drop one barrel.
Come back with some story.
Holy cow. Got a lot of gear. Let's see, is that better than that's a little, not really damage wise, not, but I'm getting a lot of gear. I'm trying to avoid emptying out all this stuff while on stream, but I may have to. Getting a lot of stuff. Get a lot of goodies in this. Just wondering how much of this translates over to characters in actual WoW game. Alright, I need to fly that away. Let's go.
Jade serpents have guided you.
Enough of that.
All right. Oh. Would help if I was over here.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
He couldn't fight back. Hey, Rocky, how you doing? Nice to see you again. I guess he's on the inside, so I gotta go inside. I am still working at these World of Warcraft missions, trying to get them all tidied up for the, yeah, there's the big guy. Oh, he almost knocked me off the thing. That's not cool. More power. He grabs a thing. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. That one's done. Now I can go do those other missions. Yeah, working on the remix, Mr. Pandaria, which actually is fun, especially if you haven't done Mr. Pandaria in a while. Makes me want to actually see what I missed on my main. So I've got a feeling I didn't do all these quests on my main. I gotta find light grain.
I need to get closer.
Oh, no, that's not right. Got one more of them to kill. Yay. I guess I could just kill this one up here. Hopefully he doesn't multiply. Yeah, he didn't multiply.
Tell me of your travels.
Tell me of your homeworld, Uso.
Oh, uh-huh. Why is all of your grain so bland?
White Tiger watch over you. Greetings, Wanderer. The grain we gather needs to be in large quantities for the brewery, but I may know of a grain that would suit your needs.
Oh my. Doggone it. This old man bladder thing. I shall return. And I'm going to put myself in an area where, I don't know, I'm going to go. To a fairly quiet spot in game. I shall be right back. Old man bladder, I tell you. Too much coffee? Almost hit myself in the head with my microphone. Ain't that about a shame? Alrighty. Also had to make sure my son was off to school. Whoops. That was not the right scene. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Use the cliff harness. Supposed to use the cliff harness. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want it to rain. Whee! Of course, I've got to go in the cave. Oh, now I made lollipops. This seems a little too easy. Wait, I thought I had. Yes. I thought I had something that would remove. I guess I just have to wait that out. I guess I have to get out of here, come back. I don't know. What in the world is that? So the hops in here, I can't get. So that was what I was supposed to do over there. Okay, well, I guess that. I need to read my instructions better, obviously. That was not what I was expecting the mission to be. Is killing me. Oh, there goes that big old giant dude again. 2 grains for the price of 1. Everybody has fun. Hey. They taught me 2 grains. I don't think I asked before, Rocky. How's your day going?
Out of range.
Welcome. May the mists protect.
Worried about my bladder.
What's up?
Tell me what's up.
Ooh, bye now. Okay, see you around. All right, back to Uncle Ted at Half Hill. See you there.
Pursuit of justice. Man, I'm getting... Okay, there's some 60s stuff, so when I go back there, I think I am gonna... I'm going to go through my gear.
Ah, hey. All right. Until next time.
Alright, I'm going to go through gear. I know this is the boring part, but go through my gear and see what I can and can't use. Oh, I could use that. Avoidance isn't really high on my list. I do like that for damage. Wasn't much, apparently. Okay, oh, but it's got leech on it. It's like critical strike. Oh, okay. I know. It's gonna flood. Okay, mastery. Oh, that's the same. I think I'm adding critical strike on that one. Avoidance, it really isn't. This game makes it hard to make some decisions in this stuff. It's not right, man. Okay, I could take that as well. Voila. Move that there. I can move that to a prismatic. Okay, and then combine those three together. Woo-la. Combine those three together. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. Something like that. Got a haste one. Oh yeah, that. Doggone it. Got way too much stuff. Okay, so wait, where is that's that one? I need to extract out of there. I don't think I have anything else that I had gems in before. Making sure. I know, isn't it crazy? I need to clear out my stuff. This is all. So, too much stuff, man. Too much stuff. Alright. I need, what do I need? Tinker socket, which would be that. That's come in handy. I like that. And oh, requires tinker socket. What am I thinking? Why not? And okay, that's cool. When you attack an enemy beneath 10%, you will attempt to slay them. 15. I kind of like that. Boop. There we go. How to train your dragon? What? You gonna train your dragon twice? Is that what it's about? I know, I'm teasing. Depends on which one. I think I've seen up to 3, and I want to say there's 4. All right. At this point, with all these other things, I'm just going to do the expedient thing. All the low level stuff I'm going to. Yeah, they're live actioning doing it. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on how that would work. Not saying that Disney and the whole live action, not all of them have been great, but not all of them have been bad either. So I think now the technology to tell their story. I think what's going to eventually happen, although not a fan of the casting. You know, sometimes they cast people because they're just good at the part. You know, in the old cliche of Hollywood, it's the same 10 people in movies. I will say this about live actioning stuff. And I'm not against them doing live actioning stuff, but I want them to do more. You know, like if they're going to do like Snow White, I want them to do like a shot for shot live recreation instead of I don't know about new stories, because I mean, if they're good at, like, the only reason why they did them in cartoon was that at the time they just couldn't tell those stories, like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. They just didn't have the technology to do all the magic stuff at the time, and them telling those stories with the magic in them was some of the draw. You know, they didn't have the technology. They didn't truly have the technology to turn a woman into a dragon. You know, now we have the technology to do that. So I get them wanting to do it. I don't know. I mean, there's something to be said about animation. We don't in America. In America, since Disney is an American company, we don't treasure our animation like Asian culture does. You know, for them, they put the same amount of work in the anime as they do the live action, so it translates a little bit better. All right, a little more room to be a pack rat. I know there was some. If I look at my map, yeah, I know there's quests there, quests there, quests there, and then I know I've got quests over here and way up there. How bad? Yeah, I'm still in the first. Yeah, infinite growth. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've done everything in Jade Forest. I've got 3 more to do here. Vampire Hunter D would be great to do live action. And I want to say they have done a live action. I want to say they have. They've changed the story a little bit, but I think they have. It's just, you know, there needs to be a cherish of the source material. To, if you're going to do it, make sure what's in the source material is there, and if you add to it, add stuff that's like part of the source material, I guess. Makes sense to the source material. I mean, they're doing a live Moana, and The Rock is going to physically do Maui, and I'm just like, that's actually a cool idea. Oh, that's a lot of vermin tooth. Oh, well. Oh, shoot. Helsing would be good live as well, yeah. Oh, shoot. Them bad boys was tough. Are they elites? They're not elites. Oops. I miscalculated. If, you know, people get this whole getting upset about casting, it's starting to get to a point of absurdity. At first it was, hey, there's not enough. And it's weird because, like, people were like, there's not enough people of color in your movies. Cool. Which was a valid point in Hollywood. I mean, let's see, who the mammy in West Side, or not West Side, what was it? The movie about slavery. She got she gets the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, but couldn't be in the same room with all the people. That's, you know, it's a long way from that. So I'll give Hollywood some credit where credit is due. Is it where it's supposed to be? No. I just have a feeling that there's going to be a hard reckoning for a country that was built on slavery. Well, here's the funny thing. The Rock played a gay character in a movie. And granted, the movie wasn't a big hit, but it's like if you love somebody, you know what love's about. It don't matter who you loved. You know, people get too into this whole woke being wrong thing, and I just wish people would learn from history about that. There's playing a fat dude. Why not cast a fat actor? Well, here's the thing with that too, which seems weird. They were probably looking for somebody of the appropriate size to play that character, but we don't know who was auditioned, how the auditions went. All we know is what we see once the product is done. And since he did a good job at that, right? Why are people still him and why him and haw about it? Sometimes it's they were looking for somebody who was, sometimes in the character synopsis it'll say, character like person that is Brendan Fraser like, but overweight, and then they happen to cast Brendan Fraser and go, oh, we've got the mannerisms we want, but he's not the right body type. Now we've got to, wokeism. See, and the problem with I usually don't get this deep in my show, and there's reasons why. Because I'm gonna say some things that are probably gonna make people think I'm crazy. But wokeism itself is not the problem. It's the exaggeration of left and right on where the line is. There's nothing wrong with a black version of, let me think of the most outrageous way of saying it. There's nothing wrong with casting a black person as Superman. There's a storyline in the comic books that justifies it. And if the actor can portray the emotion needed for the role, there's no issue with that. But for some reason, people get all up in arms with a role being cast that by somebody who's a great actor or a good actor for the role. Perfect example is the whole acolyte thing. All the Wokenites are, it's too many girls, there's gay love. It's like, okay, well, have you read any of the stories in the High Republic series? Because if you did, you would know that some of the main issues for these Jedi is that. It's the fact that the Jedi don't act like they do at the time of Return of the Jedi Phantom Menace and Clone Wars. And that's why, which basically Acolyte is what will eventually end up being the end of the Jedi. But like I saw some guy who was doing like a live watch with people, and I was like, the whole time I was watching him, because it's too woke. It's like it's not too woke. It's, you haven't read the books. You don't know what the storyline is getting close. You know what they tackle in those books and comic books and all the other stuff. I was just like, it was getting to a point of frustrating me, and it's like, and that's why I don't like bringing that topic up. But you know, see, Disney is like, hey, let's make everybody cool and let's include everybody. There's nothing wrong with, I think there's a misconception of the inclusion and wokeness and political correctness. Political correctness back in the 90s, late 80s. Why am I seeing white things flying in my... the storm's about to come. It's blowing leaves all over the place. What? I almost lost my train of thought. Like, somebody was arguing, oh, they're not following George Lucas's laws on how the Force works. Well, there was no set laws to begin with. The clan heard your comments. What? I added your comment from way back that I missed. It's like, you know, there were no rules truly set. You know, there was no rules truly set. You know, and the whole, you know, go woke, go broke, and all that stuff. It just it ticks me off because I was born in the 70s. And I know that growing up with older men at the time of the 70s would constantly go around to each other and just say, stay woke. And it definitely does not mean, you know, once again, appropriation of a word that doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. Just kind of ticks me off a little bit. If I could get past these two guys here, I would be less pissed off. Okay, oh no, they're not changing the name of the light and the dark side. See, that's the other thing. They fought a war. They fought a war against the Sith. They thought they won. They thought there was no Sith around. What are we finding out now? Oh, there might actually still be. I think we're finding out, and this is just my theory of the storyline. I could be very wrong, but I think they're going to show the rise of the Sith again. Yeah, not saying that they, you know, completely died out, but there was a lot of Jedi in the High Republic that were borderline, like really borderline, like use dark side magic and stuff to survive, and now some of their siblings are in the show. A Darth Bane. See, that's even going further back in the timeline of the Sith and stuff, which, hey, valid. The Knights of the Old Republic TV show definitely has a valid place because that story is so rich, and the video games they kind of skip over those. Like the Knights of the Old Republic led up to and into Bane, and then the Old Republic online video game goes, okay, we're not going to touch it, but you know, people know of those events. It's just like, yeah, I get it. You don't want to. But then again, you know, fans get too hyped on what they've got in their head about it, what their expectation is, and then get upset when someone goes, okay, well, Filoni and somebody else said this is where we need to go. Okay. Oh, that's why. There we go. Now I can. Yeah, Revan and Malik would be amazing. Amazing. But hey. We don't get to sit in on those meetings and stuff. And like, people were giving up on the Acolyte, but then last night's episode made people go, okay, this is what I was waiting for. It's like, you know, sometimes the first season of a television show has to find its footing. And once it finds its footing, takes off. But people don't have patience anymore. My show, I can rant about anything I want. And rant done. I'm not going to rant anymore. And it's all subjective. You know, my feelings about it are not exactly the right feelings. And I get that and can accept that. All right. I know there's another set. Okay. Somewhere over there. More quests. Do the quest. Okay, I think I've gone too far. No, I'm almost there. There they are. There be my quest. He's going to tell me to wax on and wax off. Oh, I'm picking my nose. Sorry. Old man. Probably got a gray hair. Right. And sometimes, like, the Clone Wars touched on it. So it's like, I can see why they don't want to do it live action.
Goodbye.
I think that was some of what was wrong with Ahsoka, too. Was, where are the weeds? Oh, there they are. Doe. But people had not seen Clone Wars and were bad mouthing Ahsoka, and I was like, how are you gonna badmouth if you haven't seen the back of the story to understand where it's coming from? Okay. Walk over the small weeds. Okay. Now. Hey. Okay. My computer must be slowing down, or my internets must be slowing down. Pick up weed, be gone. But I don't want to pick up the weed, be gone. Fallen Order. You know, that too would be good. I don't think I can use weed be gones on these. That would be a good series, you know. But I also get people being a little tired of superhero stories. I like Marvel being like the comic books and being all these stories going all at once all the time. But I'm also an old comic book head who collect comic books, and I loved that type of thing. But I do get people, you know, every year seeing another comic book. Yes. Just like Hayden Christensen's getting love now from the Star Wars community when he should have gotten it at first. Death Troopers, Maze. I think it's in my Audible, and I'm pretty sure I did once, but it's been a while. I'm glad Christian Hayden's getting love, and the kid that played Anakin is starting to get love, although it's seeming like it's a little too late. Even the kid really didn't deserve the hate that he got. It's just
Story? I travel well. Very well.
yeah. Hayden and Obi-Wan was amazing. I've heard that he's getting roles again. I can't wait to see him do like other stuff.
I am kidding. I am the best brewer across 3 continents. I think I can handle this.
I think the negative vibes that some certain political party is bringing into the world needs to stop. And I'm tired of it. I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I think we're.
That did take a long time.
May your journey be long.
Oh yeah.
Travel well.
And I wish Solo would have
Barrels up into the
gotten a sequel, because that would have been interesting to see. Or even maybe they could have did, you know, something to connect the end of Clone Wars, Solo, and Ahsoka with a Maul bridge, because Maul was doing stuff in the background all that time per the comic books and stuff. And to bring that to live action would have been great.
And I want you to join us.
Yeah. There's definitely more story to
That practically makes us brothers.
to explore. And that was what I liked about Star Wars Galaxies. You know, you could be the guy that sees everything in the background, but all you do day in and day out is make weapons for those people that walk into the room, you know. It's that type of stuff.
Is this the fastest you can go? Come on, Fatsos, move those legs.
So did I... Wait. But did they give everybody Jedi powers? That's the true question. Like, okay, so in Ahsoka, last we knew, she was training. Oh gosh, I forgot the name already. She was training her to be a Jedi. So that means that probably Ahsoka did see Force sensitivity in her. But that doesn't mean that everybody was. I mean, in theory, everybody is a little Force sensitive. It's just some are more sensitive than others. That's the theory behind it. Now, I don't want to get Sabine. Yeah, Sabine was like in the cartoon, there were subtle hits that, because of her being possessed so easily by the Dathomir sisters, that she had some sort of force sensibility, and they just explored it more in Ahsoka. Now, bloody space wizards, yeah.
Hey yo, come back with some story.
But that doesn't 100% mean that she was super hyper force sensitive. She could have been,
Y'all think they're hiding something inside?
slightly. She definitely needed to work on her saber work. That. And just like the whole thing with Leia, there's passages in books where Leia is talking about how she has to
Guys,
unlearn what she learned from her defense training.
Chen, it's a giant dang old hosen.
Crashing party.
Oh, he put me in a barrel. Now I'm the monkey in the barrel. Doo-doo-doo. Bad joke number 45. I'm out of the barrel. Yay.
Sit down. Have a drink.
See you on the other side.
The brewery's got a second
I
in.
better catch up with Mudmug.
Where'd those other two?
I'm going ahead to see if there's anything I can do to help. Hey, you old jerks. You left me behind.
Dang, she's a meanie. He threw a freaking barrel at me. Oh no, do I have to fight the big guy too? I don't really want to. He woke up with a barrel in his hand. Yes, I would love them to do the original Thawne trilogy, but what we got is what we got. I'm happy with what we got. I'll put it that way. But I would have loved to see that son of a put me in the. But at the time that they were thinking about doing that type of stuff, there definitely was a issue with the age of the characters. Yeah, the New Republic. Oh, doggone it. He just comes in and just like the twins. Yeah, I'm glad they kept Ben Solo. I mean, they gave us one, if not both. I was hoping for Jason, but you know. Doggone it. The barrels aren't no joke. That big dude in the barrel, that's a whole different. Doggone it. Okay. That monkey with the barrels, just an emo kid who hated his dad. You know, I would. The only thing that got me on the Skywalker sequels that really like took me out of it for a moment was yeah, that was going to be my point. It was like them diving a little bit deeper in the Knights of Ren. I think they got super excited the fact that they had Star Wars, that they were like, okay, we're going to try and give them this wonderful story, and then they messed it up in the fact that they didn't really screen the audience for what the audience wanted. And that's fine. It's Hollywood. They're looking at the money end of it. You're never going to get exactly what you want. Oh, freaking hell. Just when I think I'm going to be rid of that. Freaking monkey. But I mean, it. If you go into a movie expecting them to follow something that's set, like the Harry Potter movies, there is so many times they deviated from the course. They still got there. And Lord of the Rings, they did the same thing. Deviated from what was known in the book, but still got to the essence of it. So I'm not as let down in those. But I do get it. And, you know, everybody's entitled to that opinion. So I'm not yeah. I mean, I think the TV series is giving Tom his due, which is great, but now the extended versions of Lord of the Rings, or was it, or no, maybe it was The Hobbit. The extended versions of The Hobbit gave us more Tom Bombadil, which, but there was already so many characters to say, hey, let's now follow the adventures of this crazy wizard. Of course it was for both of them. And I get how it could be a tad bit overwhelming. And the way the Lord of the Rings is written, it is written as like a long, like somebody sitting at a fireplace telling you a long story. You almost need like a handbook to keep up with it. It's yeah, they're always. I mean, Ready Player One. There was so much in Ready Player One that I wanted to see, but I knew there would be contract issues in getting it on paper or on screen. Excuse me. That I was just like, I'm just happy they attempted it. You know, I'm just happy they tried, because. And if you, I think what we need to do as an audience is stop going, okay, they're telling the book in movie form, and just go, they're telling a story based on this book that has similarities to, you know, let's see how they're going to get to certain spots that have to be in, because there's certain spots that have to be in there for the story to work. Let's see how they're going to get there. And that'll be the thing. Oh, yeah, Witcher. Yeah, can't expect the exact same thing. If you go in there thinking, I want to see this one little side thing that was in the book, you might as well just go ahead and just be like, nope, never, because there's some financial reasons. Usually there's a lot of legal reasons as well. Oh shoot. Nah, he saw me. You know, there's an audience for it, and it's just not us. You know what I mean? Teen girls got to have their movie too. I mean, if you noticed, they were doing Twilight while the Harry Potter books were going. So you had your young, like my daughter loved Harry Potter. Love Harry Potter. But you know, if I had a daughter who was maybe 2 or 3 years older, she would have been all into the that freaking that big ass monkey is pissing me off. But if she would have been in her teens, I could have seen her all up in the Twilight. And yeah, they rode the coattails of Harry Potter as well. You know, they were. And like, you know, I don't think my daughter will even admit to loving Harry Potter as much as she did back in the day. I don't, you know, now I think about it, my granddaughter's probably of the right age to start into the Harry Potter. I wonder if my daughter's introduced my granddaughter into Harry Potter yet. It would be a shame if she didn't. Okay, I'm going to wait for him to get here, and then as soon as he starts to leave, I'm going to go down there and free those guys out the barrel. Because I just need 2 more of them. You could look at me all you want, monkey man. Monkey man. What's the chances he's not coming back? Still good. Yay. All right, now I just got to kill some more of the drunk monkeys. Option is tomorrow when the of all time on, in my opinion, is tomorrow. Oh, I don't think I've seen tomorrow. That's I mean, I know there was a blatant ripoff of Red Dawn because there was an updated Red Dawn. So I know there was a blatant ripoff. Tomorrow when the war began. I have not seen that one.
So, got any stories?
What
Not
you
saying
got?
you're right or wrong, just
Take me with you.
Fine day. Yep. All right.
yay, level 30. New talents.
May your journey be long.
Let's see. Let me look at my
All right.
talon tree. Alrighty. Oh, I'm probably got some skills I need to. Oh, no. Not there. language skills there. It's Chinese instead of Russians. It's an Australian instead of American. Oh, well, that would explain why I probably haven't seen it. Yeah. I mean, I think every nationality has a right to make their version of, like America has, we have our own Godzilla, and it is Cloverfield. And I think that's freaking awesome. I just wish they would do more with it than what they have been doing, because I think it's an interesting story. If it's got a good story, it's. Oh, you want to see -1? -1 is, oh, that's right. You're in Australia. It's on American Netflix, and it has something that you can't buy, or at least I haven't been able to. Oh snap! Sidetrack. You got me all excited now. I'm gonna see if they have set on my libraries store if they have Godzilla -1 in English. It has been dubbed in English. They were saying for a long time that they weren't going to dub Godzilla -1 in English, but it is. And Netflix has it. And if I can buy Godzilla -1 with the English, I do want the. Oh no, this one actually, from what I saw, it literally is a direct translation of what the subtitles is. So, and the vocal acting is actually fairly good. I usually am the same way. Like a lot of the older Godzillas, the translation is bad. I like the dubbed version of Shin Godzilla. And some people are like, really? It's like, yeah. And only because they stay very close to the original. And it's a lot easier because they're talking so fast, because they were actually told. They were talking so fast that they had to the subtitles go by a little bit quick. Kung Fu Hustle 2. I'm excited about that. There's been enough time that, from what I understood, Stephen Chow is thinking, I guess he's doing it like in modern times, but maybe like the family members of the original Kung Fu Hustle. I think that would be good. I really think that'll be good. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's saying primary English, but subtitled French, Spanish, and English. There's got to be a dubbed version of it buyable somewhere. Oh, that's the black and white version. Yeah, it's interesting that Netflix has it dubbed. And you can't buy it dubbed. but I do get their Toho wants to definitely distinguish their Godzilla from the legendary Godzilla. And I do like having parallel Godzilla stories. Like one that's strictly American telling the Japanese Godzilla story. Cool. But I also like the Japanese telling of the Godzilla story because they're especially at first. The first like Godzilla or Gojira, and even Gojira Reigns again, but like the way they told the Mothra story, the way they told the Rodan story, those single films that Ishiro Honda directed, they're very much in the same vein as Godzilla -1. They're very minimal monster, a lot of human story, and a lot about the repercussions of of nuclear holocaust. The 2000 movie. So if you're talking about the Matthew Broderick one, that happens to be my wife's favorite Godzilla movie. And I'm just like, honey, how? And I get it now. She was not raised on Gojira and the American version of Godzilla with Ray Bradbury playing Steve Martin and all this other stuff, all the other Godzillas. So she just saw the one and was like, oh, Matthew Broderick, yeah, I like him. I like all these people that are in this movie. And I kind of giggle at her and go, okay. And it's a fun popcorn movie. If you just want to sit and have just just kind of mind numbing fun time, that is the movie. I will not. Cleaning house. Okay, it says to go in the house. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I've got to let him know when I'm ready to go in there. Okay. It is what the original Godzilla movies had. Like Mothra, her solo movie, Rodan's solo movie. They actually were masterfully done, even though they're monster movies. They were masterfully done. There's something about those movies. I really, if you haven't seen the original Mothra, if you haven't seen the original Rodan, check those out. They're streaming somewhere. And it is getting time for me to head on out. So we'll end it on that note. Yeah, those were. It's so interesting because they, like Rodan, it starts off just being they're in a mining village, and it starts off with them realizing, and even the American dubbed version of it is pretty good. The dubbing, yes, bad for the time, but doesn't stray too far off from what the script is. And Mothra, granted, I don't think I've seen the Mothra dubbed version. It's only been the English one, but even the English one conveys some of the evilness of the time, and that one's more about just greed and money. and it doesn't get like weird until about the end of it. And then Rodan, still nuclear, but it's almost like a monster mystery. What's causing this? Oh, we think we figured it out. Oh wait, there's more to it. You know, it's very, very like a mystery story. And Ishiro Honda took those movies serious. You know, even though they were spectacular storylines, he took them seriously. And then, you know, the 70s Godzilla, or late 60s, early 70s Godzilla movies were crazy. They went whoo. And then the 80s tried to bring it back with Return of Godzilla. And now, the one thing I do like about the 80s Godzilla movies is that there is one character that is in all the movies that is the anchor that makes them all connect. And they all kind of start from Return. Yeah, Return of Godzilla, or Godzilla 89, I guess. One character's in there. Can't think of her name now. Character name, can't think of it. But she's a telepathic, has ESP, and she can sense when Godzilla's around. You've seen her if you've seen all the other ones. And if you watch them in order, even, you know, it goes Godzilla Returns, Godzilla versus Biollante, what's the other one in between there? There's a movie in between there. Then there's Godzilla. Okay, there's two movies in there. You know what I'm talking about. You follow them all the way through, all the way to Godzilla versus Destroyer, which is supposed to be the end of Godzilla, but then we get, you know, Baby Godzilla and all this other stuff. They purposely were telling, I want to say the first Godzilla universe is through that, but they purposely disconnected and connected them all together. It's very, very interesting how they did that. And now they're doing like solo, you know, Toho's doing solo Godzilla movies where they're not connected. But I'm interested to see if they do pick up the Shin. Miki Sagusa, thank you. Yes. Who was somebody who won like an idol contest and got voted in. And she was really only supposed to be like a small character. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to link everything with her in it. And she had a singing career as well over in Japan, which I'm going to start looking up her albums. If you ever are on Twitch and you see, I'm going to make sure I'm saying the name correctly. I think it's DKU TV. Let me see. It's in my favorites. But they do, like if it's her birthday or something, they'll do like all her movies. And they'll do them in Japanese or they'll do them in English. Oh yeah, we're nerding out here. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what my show is all about, nerding out. I'm surprised I don't have... Unless they are not on Twitch anymore, which I'm pretty sure they are. Oh yeah, just rewatched that with the boys not too long ago. Introduced the boys to that, and they loved it. There we go, channels. Where is it? Yeah, DKU TV. It's Daikaiju TV. And I'm gonna shout them out if I can. That's their state, but they do. Usually it's on weekends, and sometimes during the weeks they have like just all types of monster anime, vintage foot. I mean, they do it all. It's amazing. Definitely a channel I support, because sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm playing games when I'm not streaming, and I want to just have some background stuff, and I'll have them playing in the background whatever movie they're streaming, and they stream like 10 movies and then it'll repeat. It usually starts around Thursdays or so. I need to look up what their next schedule is. Oh wow, it doesn't have anything scheduled for a while, which makes me worried. I know they were having some problems, so they've gone to several other platforms. So let's see if they're still. I'm gonna look on their Facebook page and see if they're still. Yeah, tonight they are doing Summer of Tatsuku. Hard Revenge Millie at 8, and Hard Revenge Millie Battle Blood. And yeah, they're still promoting the Twitch TV, and so it's supposed to be later on tonight, but they don't set up their schedule. So that you can also see them on Facebook. If you want some good laughs, they have some good laugh videos on there as well, but they also have a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well, which is cool. But yeah. Oh yeah, summer season. So that they're on a different schedule than their winter season. Anyway, I'm going to end my stream on that note. Take it easy, Scott. I am going to relax my mind and let my body be free and all that good jazz.